Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our part 2 of our series with Dr. Sheila Day, naturopathic doctor. And you're in Missouri.
I am.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
You're in Missouri. Is it cold there still?
No, we're actually in the 80s, 90s this week. It's wonderful.
Oh my gosh, we're snowing. And yeah.
Ooh, yuck.
It's May in Reno for sure.
Yep.
Okay, on to helping you become a hero in the private domain. Doctor, what do you see as the benefits and opportunities for natural healthcare practitioners in the private domain? And, you know, I don't even think we need to say natural so much as just because there's medical doctors who said, I'm not taking it anymore. And there's nurse practitioners I talk to weekly that say, I'm not doing it anymore. So I think we get to wrap them into the conversation too. So what's the benefits and opportunities for God's law of health and creation?
Well, for me, the number one benefit is freedom of speech, because that gets limited anytime you contract with the state or the government. And I can't be muffled. I have the right to speak freely without fear or without retaliation when I'm not doing harm, but serving in a helpful manner. You know, if we were out there doing something harmful, that would be completely different. But when we're serving humanity and our intention is to help people, we should be able to speak freely without fear and without muzzling. Also, well, it's living as I was designed to live. I belong to my Father. He created me to serve him, and that's what I do. And for man to say that they can have the authority to control what I do, I don't agree with that, and I'm not going to accept it. I just won't comply with that. Plus the benefits of ministry. I love the fact that people can use tax deduction if they choose, instead of, you know, paying into a system of insurance that is just a horrible system anyway. I mean, how many millions of dollars are put into that system that people never benefit from. And as far as taxes, I have issues with taxes. You know, if the taxes were being used to benefit us in a wholesome way, in ways that we agree with, I would have no problem being part of that system, but I'm not seeing it. Everything now is so opposite of what I believe in and what I'm going to support. I don't think they have a right to take my money to put it places that I am disgusted with. I just can't do it. So those are a lot of the benefits that I see.
You're very good. I just want to say that what David Edwards, our mentor, says this. He says, well, you know, we're not anti-government, we're anti-government intrusion. And that's what I'm hearing from you. I know that's for me. We do need some sort of guidance system, but it's just bloated. It's upside down. It's an absolute mess. And I personally think that our powerful, mighty Father has said, you know, let's just pull the blanket off of this now. Let's pull the covering off of that and expose it so that we can fix it. And that's part of what we're doing in the private domain. And we really need more and more freedom-minded, liberty-minded healthcare practitioners, which if you're in this and you didn't get too indoctrinated, or you've woken up, you're saying, you know, this is why I got into this in the first place, into natural health, was to help people realize that the power that made the body heals the body, and we just have to remove interference. So we're removing interference in many, many ways.
Yes. And not only that, but our founding fathers, I mean, they fought so hard to have a free country, and they never intended for us to be controlled in our gathering and our choosing of the education that we want, the recommendations that we want, the healing that we want. They never intended for us to be controlled. That's why they worked so hard to make sure that this was all put in our Constitution to protect our assembly, our speech, our gathering in private. Our businesses were never meant to be controlled by the government either. So I love that we have the opportunity to learn the truth, because it's not being taught in schools or any education institutes anymore. It's just, we've been sideswiped. So that's why this is so important, that we help bring people back to the truth, just like with the beginning of time in the garden, the truth about health, the truth about our freedoms. We have to continue to bring people back, because the enemy has been so sly to blind us and pull us away from the truth. And so I thank you for doing this to help further the message and help people to remember, because it's a journey. And, you know, it's just like planting seeds. You never know what day it's like something's finally going to click. And it's like, oh my gosh, the day that it did for me. And I don't have to serve this system. I don't agree with it. There is another way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
keep planting the seeds.
Keep planting the seed. It's really an exciting time, I believe. And there's a lot of balancing, a lot of being in the world, but not of it. But again, you know, we're not trying to get away or do something that's not lawful. We're just saying, you know what? It's been unlawful for a really long time.
Yeah.
And we can just see it in the sick care that we've had as in disguise as a healthcare system. It's not, there's nothing about it that's healthcare.
No.
And so that we get to further the health of our nation and our planet, really, as this spreads and goes. So I thank you so much. We will definitely put contact information for Dr. Sheila in the show notes. She's got some exciting things going on, and we could do a series of probably like 20 videos, but we're going to be back with one more, and we'll see you in that video. Thank you.